The Sanathan Dharma Mahasabha has advised his lawyers to look at the constitutionality of the Miscellaneous Provisions Marriage Bill 2016. The bill was passed on Friday evening in the House of Representatives with the support of the opposition. Once the bill is assented to by the President and proclaimed, the legal age to get married in this country will be 18 years across all sectors. General Secretary of the SDMS, Sat Maraj, spoke with C News earlier today on the matter.
Our group of lawyers have been following this through and monitoring it for more than a year. We believe that our fundamental right to practice our religion is enshrined in the Constitution. And any interference with that right, we believe we might have a case. So at this point in time, we leave it in the hands of our lawyers. If they advise us to go forward to the court, we go forward. If they tell us, well, listen, this is a fait accompli, then it's a fait accompli.
Referencing China, he said this act only seeks to interfere in family affairs.
And I pointed to the fact, some years ago, the Chinese decreed by law that you could only have one child. Then they realized that, listen, very soon they won't have young people to work to pay the old people pension. So now they give you a permit to have 2 children. So the state has intervened when you could put on your condom and when you could take it out. This is interfering in bedroom affairs. That's my take on it.
On Friday, during the debate on the child marriage bill, the Attorney General addressed concerns that the bill will take away from the traditions which certain sectors are accustomed to. He used India as an example and said even that country revised its Marriage Act to protect children. In fact, he explained that was done in 1955, when the legal age to get married was changed to 18 for girls and 21 for boys.
In India, the Supreme Court determined that the law which interfered with the so-called fundamental right to practice religious belief, in this case Muslim belief, could not be disturbed, because it was bringing India into the very rubric that I've just suggested, which is bringing it into conformity with the laws on international human rights.
He again used local statistics, highlighting the fact that from 2006 to 2016, there were 3,468 child marriages, with 3,394 being females and 74 being males. And what about the age gap?
What is the age gap between them? 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds marrying 35-year-olds and 40-year-olds and 50 years old men.
The bill was passed in the lower house on Friday with 35 members from the government and opposition voting in favor. On January 17, the Senate passed the bill by 23 for, none against, and 5 abstentions, the latter comprised of opposition senators. The Miscellaneous Provisions of Marriage Bill 2016 amends the Muslim Marriage and Divorce Act, the Hindu Marriage Act, the Orisha Marriage Act, and the Matrimonial Proceedings and Property Act. Imam Rashid Karim says, though valid, the child marriage legislation should have made allowances for extreme cases. Imam Karim says that there are young girls who would be taken advantage of without the protection that marriage would afford them.
At 16 years, they're living with a man, and they're not going to get married to that man. They're not going to get, legitimate married to him in the sense that responsibility-wise. So people are going to take advantage of those type of young girls. Yeah, I am okay. Yeah, but so long as there should be some leeway, some options where, things like that will happen.